Good Sunday morning. So since I signed off on my last video, which was Saturday afternoon, I did spend the night at the brewery. You could probably tell that there was a glass of beer at the end there. They were gracious enough to let me camp out on their property. It was fantastic, and I went to bed with a happy belly, a few pints of their stout called Serial Killer in my belly. So all in all, great night. And then actually I was able to go inside of their tasting room in the morning, which was heated, and I edited the video and did a little writing, waited for sunrise, and now I'm a few hours into the day. It is a gorgeous day, and I'm looking forward to many more of these. And I forgot to mention the name of the brewery is Big Spruce Brewing. Yeah, so shout out to them. They're great. The beer was fantastic. Nice little facility, great view. So if you're ever in the area, I suggest checking it out. Good morning. Beautiful morning. It's actually pretty nice. It's snowing lightly. It's not that cold. It's Monday morning. Good morning. Good Monday morning. Yeah, I've got nothing today but some walking. There won't be any gas stations. There won't be restaurants. There won't be anywhere to stop. Batteries are starting to get low, so I may run out of GoPro and my phone in the next couple of days. So things might be brief. They're not right now. Some good water supply. I had a great sleep last night. I'm exhausted. It was a little hard getting motivated this morning, but here we go. Another Monday morning. A little snack time. So good afternoon. It's still Monday, and I'm done for the day. You can see I'm set up here. It's been snowing hard all day. We had probably 3 centimeters last night, and today we're supposed to get another 10. So it looks like we've gotten that much already. And for some reason I was exhausted today. I didn't have any motivation, no energy, so I just packed it in really early. Probably only got about 18 kilometers in, something like that. And yeah, just no energy. Sorry. So here I am. This is what it takes when you can't get your boots on in the morning, because they're frozen like a brick. Good Tuesday morning. So just got up. You saw I had to thaw my boots. They're not, my feet are frozen already. But I did eat some quick breakfast. I had some instant oats and a hot cup of tea, and I'm just packing things up here. Someone was curious about my tent and campsite. This is it, basically. You can see I keep my sleeping bag inside the tent with me, or sorry, my backpack. Sleeping bag, obviously, that's what I sleep in. And I have 2 mattresses. I've just got a reflective foam one on the bottom, and then the 2-inch or 5 centimeter winter thermarest, and then my sleeping bag over top of that. And then you can see my electronics baby there. That's my pouch with all the electronics. I sleep with that, unfortunately, every night. I'll be glad to give that up one day. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And my campsite. So 10 minutes later, you can see the camp's been torn down. Everything's frozen. My feet are frozen. This jacket's frozen. I had a hard time putting it on. It was broken. And in a minute I'm going to put on my pack of frozen gear and head out down the road. So wish me luck. So, the bonus about traveling this way, walking, doesn't matter how frozen I was this morning, frozen as a brick. You know, half hour of walking and you warm up right away. Things are starting to thaw. My gloves will be hopefully thawed enough to put on in a little while because I'm overheating in my mittens. Yeah, beautiful day. Alright, so that's it for another day. It was a pretty uneventful one today. Just walked for 7 hours. We did it on the side of the highway. Didn't come through any towns. Didn't meet any people. Didn't talk to anyone. Brief conversation on the phone. But other than that, yeah. It was an uneventful day, but it was a good day. A little bit of snow. Weather wasn't too bad. Another 25k down, and tomorrow's another day. Another day or two into Antigonish, and I'll probably have a short day then, and I will enjoy a good meal and stock up on groceries again. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. Hello from Antigonish, Nova Scotia. It's Thursday afternoon. I got in here a couple hours ago, I guess. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock right now. I've done my laundry and I'm just on my way to get some groceries and some fuel for my stove. And it's a beautiful day, a good day for a walk. Beautiful campus here. This is St. Francis Xavier University. Just wandering around town, get a good rest, and tomorrow I'm back on the road again. I have to say, as I'm walking around Antigonish here, in the beautiful sunshine and it's a mild temperature, it's really strange walking without a pack. I'm usually carrying 24, 25 kilos depending on the water and the food. So it's unusual for me to do this. I feel very light in the step. It's a beautiful change. Good morning. So I am just a few kilometers west of Antigonish right now. I had a late start today for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's cold out this morning, minus 16, which isn't too terribly bad for walking, but it's going to be colder tonight and I'm going to have to sleep in that. And the second reason I didn't want to leave Antigonish is because it was a very cool town. I liked it a lot. University town, and the university makes about half the population of the town. So I imagine if you were going to visit in, spring or fall, would be the ideal time to get the real feel for the town and everything it's got to offer. But I did enjoy it, and I would have minded staying one more day and checking it out. Yesterday I was at the brewery and did my chores, my errands. I had a nice conversation with a wonderful bartender there, and I ate well last night. This morning, rather than packing it up and leaving at sunrise, I decided to wander into town, and I went to a nice little cafe and had a good coffee for a change. So yeah, it was a great little town, and now I'm walking out. We got a rare treat. I don't get fruit very often, but I stocked up on some bananas. So believe it or not, this is the first time since I've been walking in Canada here, or on this trip, that I've actually had a railway crossing. Yeah, trains don't run in Newfoundland, and this is the first time in Nova Scotia that I've crossed them a weekend in this province. Hi, so not that I'm making a big deal of the banana, but a lot of people I think are curious about how I eat on the road and what I eat, all that sort of thing. And you know, in a nutshell, it boils down to whether it freezes or not. If it freezes, I normally can't carry it. Even, you know, the Cliff Bars or the granola bars that I eat during the day, I have to keep them here in my my little pouch to keep them from freezing. Otherwise, I'm chewing on a frozen chocolate fudge block, you know, sort of thing. So that's why the banana was a treat for me, because normally I can't carry things like that. You think about it, if it freezes, I can't carry it. I haven't used toothpaste, unfortunately, since I started this trip. On my first day, I realized what a silly mistake that was. I should have known better, but it was frozen solid the first day I went out walking. So I'm looking forward to springtime when I'm going to be able to use toothpaste again. Water, I can't carry water usually with me. I do have a liter with me today. I filled up my bottle with some hot water, and I kind of wrapped it in my jacket and stuffed it in the backpack, so hopefully it's not frozen by the end of the day. But normally, when it comes to water, I have to either find a running source, a stream or river, or I melt snow. That's the most common way I do it. So I can't sip during the day, I can't drink during the day. It's only when I stop in the evening and when I make breakfast in the morning that I'm able to drink anything. So those are the challenges of walking and living outside in Canada in the wintertime. As an aside, I should mention that because of these challenges with the food and water, I know I'm not getting enough calories in, and I'm definitely not getting enough fluids in most days. So I do try to make up for it when I'm in a little town like I just was, or if I have an opportunity to sit down in a restaurant, that sort of thing. And I know I've lost weight already, but it's okay. I could afford to lose a little bit, and I'm sure that once I'm back in the land where the women instinctively flock like the salmon of Capistrano and the beer flows like wine, I'll challenge myself to not get fat. So believe it or not, it's not quite noon and I've already backtracked into New Glasgow. Storm was too bad. I couldn't carry on. It was too dangerous with the traffic, and there's a lot of snow on the highway. So I came in here. I'm at a McDonald's, just having a bite to eat and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I might get another hotel room, unfortunately, or I'll just walk out of town and find a quick camp close by. But unfortunately, can't get anywhere today. So that's today's update. So last update for the week here. You can see I'm in a hotel room again. So a couple of things have happened over the last couple of days that I haven't informed you about. First off, yesterday after I packed up camp, I was near Barney's River Station. It was a cold night. We hit minus 25 again. So yeah, I was walking out of there. I was only a couple hours down the road, and a trucker pulled up next to me and shouted out my name, and I thought that's really strange that someone knows my name. So I mean, could have been that he was following, but it's unlikely that he'd follow this kind of stuff online. Anyway, it turned out he was the brother of a friend of my sister's in Toronto, in Brampton, and he was just happened to be talking to his brother at the time. They were talking about me, and he spotted me. So he asked if I wanted to warm up in the truck for a bit. I said sure. I popped in there, and then he offered to drive me into New Glasgow, cutting off a day or so. And normally I think I would have said no to both, but I think he was just as excited to see me as I was to see him. So thanks, John. So yeah, I got a ride into New Glasgow, and I was here yesterday around lunchtime. Popped into a fantastic Syrian restaurant and had some delicious dinner there, or lunch. And yeah, and then I wandered out of town and set up camp again. I didn't go far, thankfully, because a storm hit overnight, and it is a nasty one out there today. You know, I think we got probably 20 centimeters already, and there's more coming later today and overnight. So rather than risk it on the highway, which was very dangerous, there was whiteout conditions, quite a few cars that were stuck on the side of the road. I was just afraid people wouldn't be able to see me as I was walking. Plus, I was walking in, you know, sometimes knee-deep, drifting across the road. It just wasn't a wise situation. So I turned around and came back into New Glasgow and had a bite to eat, and then decided I'm going to get a little hotel room. So I did get a motel room here in New Glasgow. Kind of backtracked a little bit, but thankfully, like I said, I was only a couple hours out of town, or a couple kilometers, sorry. So not even an hour's worth. Thankfully, there was something available, and here I am. So I'm going to spend tonight here. Tomorrow it may still be snowing, but it's going to be less. The storm should subside tomorrow afternoon, and then unfortunately it gets cold again. So I'm getting kind of used to this yo-yo up and down. I could have just camped out of town today and spent the entire day in the tent, but chose to come back into town here. So that's where I am. That's my week. Yeah, it was a good week. I enjoyed my time in Antigonish, and I enjoyed the walk most days. So yeah, another week down, and looking forward to next week. Another yo-yo ride with the weather. All right, have a great weekend.